I know I said I wouldn't trade Deebo Samuel if I'm the 49ers. And I said they're going to have to pay him. I don't know what the hell happened between him and the 49ers, but it is, according to Deebo Samuel, via Jeff Darlington of the Worldwide Leader in Sports, irreparable. Darlington just tweeted out, truly, as we hung up the phone with Tom Pelissero, that he had just gotten off the phone with Deebo Samuel, and Samuel has told the 49ers he wants a trade. So there's that. And all I'll say is this. That leaves, or would, if they can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again here, a huge hole. A huge hole in the 49ers offense. Huge. Absolutely monster big, huge asshole. There's only one complete player at this position like Deebo Samuel, and I just said his name. And so I don't know what else to say other than for 49ers fans, I hope they can come to some sort of reparation because there's nobody like him. And if this guy is truly out there before the draft, for somebody who said he wouldn't give up the 10th overall pick for Tyreek Hill, that I didn't blame the Jets for offering 2-2s for Tyreek Hill, and don't give up your 10th overall pick for Tyreek Hill. I would give it up for Deebo Samuel right now. Right now. That guy in New York City playing that style of football in New York, New Jersey, he would be one of the most popular New York Jets of all time. And if you were willing to pay Tyreek Hill that annual salary, I would give it to Deebo Samuel right now. I mean, right here and right now. And I don't know what happened between these two sides. I don't know. I can start digging best I can. But, man, I mean, talk about a team drafting a player, seeing his talent, and then reconfiguring their record, their playbook to utilize him in the manner that makes him a matchup nightmare and identifying athlete for their style, and then just a business decision at the wide receiver position. The biggest down of the year for the team in the Green Bay snow on 3rd and long, they handed him the ball. That's what we talk about in the NFL about difference making. That's how good this guy is. And I know I'm speaking the obvious when it comes to his talent and what it means to the 49ers, but removing him removes the 49ers, in my opinion, from being a threat to beat the Rams in the NFC West. It's that simple. Yeah. They can maybe go draft somebody else and hope he blossoms into Deebo Samuel. But when it came down to it in the NFC Championship game and there was a push-pull in the first half, Deebo ran free in the end zone. You're still seeing nightmares of him in that Dallas 49er game. Green Bay fans saw it. Their bowling ball, A.J. Dillon, was hurt and out. Here comes Deebo Samuel downhill to essentially win that game and set them up to win that game in Green Bay. So this is seismic news 8 days before the draft. The hell going on has returned from Stephon Diggs' tweet in March, the day that Tyreek Hill was traded. Because the Niners clearly know what Deebo means to their team, to their playbook, to their locker room, to their everything, to their fan base, to their identity, to everything.
Like you've said before, by land and by sea and air and everything.
So whatever broke these two sides up, maybe the Niners got to get him into couples therapy with them and just hash it out.
Is this a Dr. Phil issue?
But if he's done and out, that changes the dynamic completely, especially with Trey Lance coming in. You need your guy like Deebo. Come on now. And if I'm the Jets, hey, John, number 10 overall, what do you think? If the Jets can walk out with Sauce at 4 and Deebo at 10.
Oh, baby.
The year of Eisen just continues.
See you later. Rip the knob off of that. 4th overall, I can't do. I just can't do it.
I don't know if the Niners take 10, right? They probably will ask for 4. What about 10?
Of course they'd ask for 4.
What about 10 and like a 3rd-round pick?
I'm done. What else? Next. I got Deebo and Green. That guy I would take. In New York, he would be a rock star.
Deebo.
And I'm sure the Jets aren't the only ones thinking the same thing right now. If Deebo is in fact in play, as Jeff Darlington says he's told the Niners, he needs to be. Hour 2 coming up.
Rich, you said the Niners hoped that they could draft someone that he could develop into Deebo. Like, Brockman, remember a few weeks ago I said about Devontae, you can't just go to the grocery store and get a loaf of bread, a carton of milk, and a stick of Deebo. Like, guys like him, you just don't find Deebo Samuels everywhere.
No,
right?
I know that, but the Niners did in the 2nd round of a draft 3 years ago. So maybe.
By the way, also, Rich, in a wide receiver draft that was as loaded as the one we're about to have. So I'm wondering if they get a top pick and then just kind of
I saw all
run it back.
I saw all the wide receivers at the combine. There were a couple of big dudes. I don't know if they're going to be the running back, wide receiver engine of the offense. I mean, Kittle is a crucial member. He's not going anywhere. But Deebo, come on now. Who else looks like him and plays like him in the NFL? The answer is easy. Nobody. One of one.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here like, you know, Carolina's got one draft choice. There's no way they're going to use it in the 1st round, top 10. The Giants, who the hell knows what that meant? Do you see Kadarius Toney didn't show up to voluntary workouts? And so.
Yeah, I don't read too much.
Atlanta, would you send him to Atlanta if you're San Francisco? You want him out of the conference. They're certainly not sending him to the Seahawks. Not like that they'd want him anyway. But with DK there. There's only one answer. It's the New York Jets sitting there at 10. Hey, San Francisco, you don't have a 1st-round pick this year because of your Trey Lance trade. You want to be top 10? Oh, I think you do. Okay. God doesn't want to be on your team anymore? You want to send him out of the conference? What better place to send him out of the conference than the New York Jets? See you later. Once every 4 years, send him to New York. You don't have to worry about him anymore. Robert Saleh, call up your old friend. Hey, guys, remember me? I'm Robert Saleh. I used to be on your coaching staff. You loved me. I was this defensive coordinator that was so good there that the Jets hired me. You remember me? And my name's Robert Saleh. Just in case you know my number, you know my email address, right? You know Joe Douglas. You know Joe. Hey Joe, do you know John? John, you know Joe? You know that? Okay.
Oprah.
Oh, I am swooping in right now.
Does Kansas City put a package together?
Kansas City putting a package together for Deebo Samuel would absolutely reconfigure my top 5 teams in the AFC list that I put together a few days ago. Oh, baby. This thing's afoot. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.